Anthony Edwards' lifestyle. Who is he hooking up with now?
On the defensive 3 seconds.
He's lucky there was a defense.
Edwards! Oh, Anthony Edwards! It's can't.
With only 2 seasons in the NBA under his belt, Anthony Edwards has already proven himself to be one of the league's most talented players. With a larger-than-life personality and superstar flair, it's easy to see why the now 21-year-old's talents have gotten so valuable. But as thrilling as his life appears on TV, very few are aware of the devastation he faced at a young age. Stay tuned for today's video, as we're about to uncover how much Anthony's life has changed since joining the NBA and reveal the most significant loss of his life. Tragic family deaths pushed him to greatness. Just stay home and grind.
Georgia in transition. Spectacular play. And here is Edwards flying down.
If Minnesota Timberwolves guard Anthony Edwards had a motto, this would be it. Edwards prioritizes community and family above anything else. Anthony's jersey, number 5, has great value for him. He wore it in memory of his mother, Yvette, and grandmother Shirley, who died on the 5th of the month when he was in 8th grade within an 8-month interval. Losing 2 mother figures has an impact on a young child. Edwards describes his mother as his sleeping partner. His grandma was the family's backbone. She emphasized hard work and a positive attitude even when things were rough. Edwards used basketball to express himself. He promised to keep playing and to work harder. Anthony made this agreement with his brother Antoine, who shared Anthony's legal custody with his sister Antoinette. This strong familial tie inspired the Atlanta native to choose the University of Georgia over Kansas, Kentucky, North Carolina, Auburn, and Florida to play college basketball. The Minnesota Timberwolves picked Anthony Edwards number 1 overall in the 2020 NBA Draft. When the cameras moved to Edwards, it was clear he didn't want to be the only one in the limelight. Edwards sat on a couch with 2 photographs next to him, one of his mother and the other of his grandmother. Both ladies died of cancer, but Edwards wanted to thank them for helping him become the man he is today, the number 1 overall draft pick. While Edwards would have tried to have them sit next to him, he wanted to ensure they were nearby. Anthony, in case no one told you yet, we're all very proud of you. Career. Edwards made his college debut for the Georgia Bulldogs, scoring 24 points, 9 rebounds, and 4 steals in a victory, earning him the highest-scoring freshman debut in Georgia history. His outstanding season earned him several awards, including second-team All-SEC, SEC Freshman of the Year, and 4 times SEC Freshman of the Week. In his first season, Edwards appeared in 72 games for the Timberwolves, starting 55. At the end of the season, his contributions to the team earned him many honors, including Rookie of the Year runner-up, NBA All-Rookie First Team, and being the 3rd youngest player in NBA history to score 40-plus points. What a talented kid, man. What a talented kid. Ant-Man recently earned his 2nd season with an average of 19 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists per game. We can all see this kid living up to the hype, accomplishing great things in his career, and earning a lot of money. So how many other sources of income does he have than the NBA, and how does he spend his money to live a luxurious lifestyle? Let's find out. Salary and endorsements. After his selection as the number 1 pick in 2020, this talented shooting guard signed a 4-year contract with the Minnesota Timberwolves. But how much did he sign for? Throughout his rookie deal, he'll earn $44 million. This equates to an annual average of $11 million. When his contract ends in 2024, he'll be offered $17.5 million by the Timberwolves. At this point in his career, we believe the T-Wolves will want to lock him up for a long time. He has yet to be named to an All-NBA or an All-Star. However, if he accomplishes it during the next 2 years, he may be eligible for a significant extension. His second deal is expected to be worth more than $130 million. We'll see how that affects Edwards and the Timberwolves. Not only that, but our Ant-Man has had a brand endorsement deal with Adidas right from the beginning of his career. Adidas gave him his first and only sponsorship agreement to date in 2020. This made him one of the few NBA stars to be promoted by Adidas rather than Nike. He now joins the likes of Damian Lillard, James Harden, and Derrick Rose in having an Adidas contract. We don't have all the figures, but we do know he'll be wearing new sneakers and gear for a long time. Cars and houses. Ant-Man is known for his dramatic dunks, but also enjoys soaring in his Lamborghini Urus on Forgiato wheels. With a V8 engine, this youngster can reach 641 horsepower. Edwards decided to decorate it a little with a sick blue interior. The blue steering wheel is unquestionably superior. The price of this set of wheels is believed to be over $250,000. He doesn't own a home yet because he just ended his second season in the NBA, but he presently resides in Atlanta, Georgia. He has 2 dogs as his greatest companions because he's a dog lover. Aside from his pets, he appears to be spending quality time with the love of his life these days. Who is Anthony Edwards' girlfriend, Janine Roble? Anthony Edwards has feelings for Janine Roble. A few online dating services report that they've been dating for some time, but the media has not yet been invited to the date. Moreover, we may find a few photos of Roble on Instagram and other social media platforms. However, the 2 of them have chosen to spend their lives away from the spotlight. Anthony Edwards and Janine Roble's age difference. Anthony Edwards and Janine Roble are 8 years apart in age, according to sources. Roble was born in 1994, while Edwards was born on August 5, 2001, according to a source. Because their relationship was so secret, nothing's known about it. They eventually split up after a few months. In the year 2021, he began dating Shannon. It's Chief Keef's baby mama, and their relationship has surfaced on social media. Ant-Man's well-liked on social media, with over 1 million Instagram followers and over 123,000 Twitter followers. When he was 3 years old, his father gave him the name Ant-Man. Edwards also played running back, quarterback, and cornerback. He has a lifetime passion for sports. He also played youth football with the Atlanta Vikings, and at the age of 10, he was already one of the top Pop Warner running backs in the country. A1 from day one. The Atlanta native threw the ball on Georgia Tech's practice field, and his arm strength is very astounding. It shouldn't come as a surprise, given that he was a standout young football player in the Atlanta region before settling on basketball. He played quarterback, running back, and cornerback in Pop Warner. And his rushing talents were so impressive that at the age of 10, he was being courted by some of the premier high schools in the Atlanta region. The rest of the narrative is well known. Edwards opted to retire his cleats and focus on basketball. He made the correct decision in the end, but he never lost his football talents. Naturally, we're talking about an open field pass with no pressure, but dropping a back shoulder on a 40-yard ball requires skill. Is there anything Ant can't accomplish? Anthony Edwards is a total badass. It's his confidence, his swagger, his exuberant personality collides with his explosive agility and sheer physical force. When it clicks, it clicks. And the importance of those clicks for Edwards, his team, and Timberwolves fans cannot be defined. But his worth is about much more than just his stats. It stems from the belief that every shot will be successful, a long way from never being traded to having his name mentioned in trade rumors. And we're so happy for this hard worker. Tim Connolly, the newly appointed president of basketball operations for the Minnesota Timberwolves, has big expectations for Anthony Edwards. Connolly remarked, "I'm a fan, first and foremost, and I love everything about his approach, his game. I just love how sincere he is. He's always himself. He's just such a joy to watch play. He's a joy to watch be interviewed. He's a joy in the way he interacts with his teammates, how much he smiles, and how much he enjoys the game. I think it's our responsibility to make sure he never loses that, while also challenging him to be the guy we all know he can be. The guy can be as good as anybody in the world. That type of talent, he's certainly got the winning DNA that we're all looking for. So I just don't want him to ever lose that joy. It's pretty special to watch a person who's that comfortable in his own skin. We can't skip steps to be an elite team. He can't skip steps to being an elite player. But there's no limit on what he can do. He can be the best player in the world.